You wake up and know it's one of those days. You can feel it, deep down inside you, the heaviest thing you've ever carried. It weighs you down, keeps your heart from beating, your lungs from pumping, your limbs from moving, and you accept your fate. All the things that are wrong begin to dawn on you in the cold light of morning, and you remind yourself of all the pain you're about to feel. You are so tired of waking up this way. You wonder if you'll feel like this forever. You think you probably will. It would take a miracle of strength to be able to sit up in this moment. You lay there, numb to the world, to your body, to your reality. But somehow, out of nowhere, a part of your strength comes back to you. You grab onto it, terrified it might disintegrate at your touch, and pull yourself up. Now that the impossible has happened, you know what you have to do. It's time for a sad girl walk. Let's start by grabbing a book, preferably a pretty one. It's probably about a girl trying to discover something about herself, or a little prince trying to get back to his rose. Or maybe it's just an old book that reminds you of your mom. You'll need headphones for the playlist of songs you curated just for this moment. You begin the walk to the same place you go every time you feel this way. You can never describe it, but the sad women in your music understand you. They make you feel less alone. As you walk, you look up. You notice where the sun is in the sky. You notice the way it creates shadows on the buildings. It's late spring, and the world is filled with happy pinks and nostalgic greens. You forgot the goodness in the feeling of the sun soaking your skin, the wind brushing through your hair, the blood rushing through your body. You make eye contact with people as you go. It reminds you that you're a person. You had been alone for so long you had forgotten. As you go, you feel like the only person in the world. No one has ever experienced life the way you have. It's a lonely thought, but it also, in a different way, feels incredibly selfish. You don't understand why, but something about the thought has a sense of entitlement in it. You feel shame and guilt. It sits with you. Then it passes. You walk by the most beautiful apartments you've ever seen. In the open window, a black cat sits staring at you. You miss home. Books and plants line the windowsills, and you think about being 30. You dream of buying plants and coming home to a cat and dancing by yourself in a kitchen. Daydreaming makes you feel 10 years old. And then you realize it's 3 p.m. The elementary school just got out, and parents walk their kids with overflowing backpacks and lunchboxes and art projects back home. And your heart is in your throat, because you miss walking home with Mom, and you wish she was here. And you miss the way Dad would carry your backpack when it was too heavy. A brother and sister chase each other down the street across from you, and you wish you could tease your little brother right now, because you know he misses you, and you miss him even more. As you go, you feel grateful. You don't have to explain why. You miss them, but it makes you feel whole. You hold on to that. You feel your femininity stronger than ever, and it's so powerful, and it's so important, and you wish everyone in the world could feel this way. You get to the park you've come to 100 times now. You sit on the bench where you've had 100 phone calls, cried 1,000 tears, and felt a million things. You take out the book you've been trying to finish for so long, but never could, because then it would be over, and you would have to say goodbye. You notice the birds are chirping, and you take your headphones out. You've never done that before. You're usually too scared to listen to your thoughts alone. But you realize you want to hear the birds, and the wind, and the leaves, and the voices. You start to wonder if you're lonely, if you would be happier with another person sitting next to you. But you're not even sure what you're feeling right now. You aren't happy, you aren't sad. You wonder if a special person would change that. But you don't have an answer. This bothers you immensely. You feel broken. You remind yourself we all are. The feeling passes. As you look around, after having put your book down, deciding for right now it's okay to drag this process on a little longer, you think. You don't know how you feel, but you remember it will pass, and that's okay, because it is infinite. This feeling of change and neutrality and movement is the only constant. You can feel the power in that. It is everything and nothing. You understand and accept you won't always feel this way, that this new feeling can't be forever. But that means that weight you carry can't be forever either. You let it hurt while you have it, then you let it go. If change is infinite, then this pain cannot be. It will continue to come and go, but you can take solace in the fact that it won't be forever. You feel free. And this is so much more than just something you call a sad girl walk, because you finally accept this for what it is. And you remember that as you go, it will pass.